Hello, my dears. Hi. How are you guys?
Hi, Kim.
See you.
Hey,
Um,
Kim. It's Jen.
oh, hi, Jen. Oh, I'm
Hey,
so
Heather.
happy to see you sign up, Jen. Glad you're here.
I'm gonna
Um,
have to figure out the camera thing, so bear with me.
this is Jen Gully. You know her, Heather.
Oh, hi, Jen.
Hey,
Good
it's
to
been a hot minute.
have. So, we are. I think it's flow. Is that correct? Do you guys know? I didn't actually look, but I'm thinking it's flow. Does that sound good to you?
That sounds great. Yeah.
Sweet. I thought we might do the add-on practice. How do you feel about that? Which means we kind of start with basic sun salutation, then we add poses onto it. Each time we add poses on, we hold them for like 5 breaths, and then we go through a vinyasa, come back to chair pose, and then it's a lot of movement, it's a lot of flow. It's a lot of chaturangas if you do them all, but you don't have to do them all. You can skip them anytime.
Great.
So we'll just kind of take it. What's nice about it is that it starts to become like a moving meditation, right? Because we get really familiar with the sequence, and if it starts to feel like it's too much, just skip it. Pause for a second. So
Do you know how Scott did? Didn't he have surgery a couple days ago?
Scott Frost, yes, he did. I need to check in with him. I don't know.
I just wondered if he just sent you a message or anything.
I'm going to check in with him. I knew it was the beginning of the month, but I didn't know the exact day. So,
I think he said the 5th. I don't know.
okay. I'll send him a note.
Tell him we're all thinking about him.
I will tell him. At our Zoom call, like, miss you.
Right.
Yay. Well, thank you. Well, he did sign up for yoga for the month, so hopefully he'll come back. I don't know. So make sure you're muted and we'll get started here with our add-on practice. Okie dokie, my dears. So as I mentioned, oh, sorry, put that on. Do not disturb. Okay, so as I mentioned, today's class is a flow class, and we are going to be doing the add-on practice. So we're just going to create a little bit of a flow, one pose at a time. Take it slow and steady, no rush, but really the whole intention and point behind a flow class is movement and feeling into your body as it's moving, and also trying to coordinate and link your movement with your breath. And so we're really going to have a lot of opportunity to practice that today. So not just coming into the pose, but really recognizing your movement and transition between and among the poses as well. So let's go ahead and find a comfortable seat on the mat. We'll take just a few moments here in stillness, groundedness, in stability, in rootedness. There's a particular intention or something you'd like to offer as we start our practice. Something you'd like to set in motion, begin that, or just clarify that in your own mind. Starting your Ujjayi breath, if you're familiar with that, and that's beneficial to your practice. And sometimes this is helpful to just slow the breath down, to breathe in a more deliberate and mindful way. And let's start to invite a little bit of movement here to the upper body, to your spine, your back, your shoulders, your neck. Maybe start to move in a little bit of a circle. And then we are going to shift forward to the hands and the knees. So as you come forward, moving through cat-cow, as we often do to start our practice, rounding the spine on your exhale, coming into this cat pose, and then opening the heart on the inhale, and moving back and forth with your breath. Maybe you take it all the way into a child's pose on your exhale. Or maybe you come all the way into a little cobra pose on your inhale. So you can really kind of broaden and deepen this movement a little bit. Take a couple more rounds of breath. Awesome. And then make your way into a downward facing dog. So press through your palms, lift your hips up, stretch back through your thighs and your heels toward the floor. Get a sense of your downward dog, your place here. Good. And then we're going to go ahead and take a step or hop forward toward the hands, standing forward fold. Flat back on your in-breath, create some length. Exhale, fold. And come all the way up to standing on your next in-breath. Feel your feet on the ground, stretch up, reach up. And then bring the hands together at the heart. We're going to start with some just basic sun salutation. So reach and lengthen up through your arms on your inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Lengthening through your spine as you fold it in. Halfway lift on your inhale. Exhale, fold. All the way back up to standing on your next in-breath. So stretch it up. Reach up tall, and then hands come together or center. Good, and again like that, moving according to your own breath, stretch up on your inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Spine long as you fold it in. And then halfway lift, extend. Exhale, fold. And then all the way back up to standing. So feel the ground, do your feet, stretch up, and then hands together at your heart. Good, keep this going. We'll add on a little bit, stretch the arms up on inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Just feeling all the edges here as you hold it in. Halfway lift. So Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step to plank pose. You can always come down to the knees for this or go straight to down dog. Otherwise, lower down chaturanga. Inhale into a little cobra. We're going to do quite a few of these vinyasas, and so just take your time and then make your way back to downward facing dog. Feel your breath. Lift a little bit through the belly, the navel to spine, the sit bones. Bend your knees and look forward. Take a step or light hop forward toward your hands. Flat back, so lengthen. Chest and belly will lift away from the thighs. You can always bring your hands up to your knees or your thighs. Hold it in as you exhale. Back up to standing on your next in breath. Reach it up. Hands together in front of your heart. Awesome, you guys. All right, so take your arms back up on your inhale. And this time we're going to exhale into a chair pose. So bend both knees, sit back into that imaginary chair, take an extra breath. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen out your spine. Take your hands to the floor, step to a plank pose. Again, you can take that shortcut to down dog or move through your vinyasa, chaturanga. Inhale, little mini cobra pose, doesn't have to be huge. Exhale, downward facing dog. Go ahead and lengthen your right leg back behind you, reach it up. Bend your leg and open to your hip. And then step your right foot through, coming into a warrior one. So you can ground your back heel, reach your arms up facing forward. If you prefer to keep that back heel lifted and your toes, your back toes pointing forward, that's fine too. Feel into your feet, extend and reach up through the arms and ribs and torso. Take one more breath here. And then exhale, bring your hands back down. Step your right foot back to plank, chaturanga, or straight to downward dog. Little cobra, and then downward facing dog. Good. So send your left leg into the air. Reach it all the way up. Bend your leg, lift and open up to your hip. Just taking an extra breath or so there. And then step your left foot through. Warrior one, or you can choose that high lunge. So if you're in warrior one, your back heel rotates to the floor, hips square off, arms go straight up. Take a couple of breaths here. Feel into your legs and feet, torso and arms. Exhale, hands down. Step back to plank, chaturanga, or down dog. Finish your vinyasa. And then meet up and downward facing dog for just a couple of breaths. Good. Take one more here. Bend your knees and look forward. You can step or hop toward your hands, standing forward fold. Flat back on your inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. And then bend your knees, sit on back to your chair pose. And then come back up to mountain. Okay, so that was basically one full round. We come back to where we started and begin again. So inhale, reach your arms up. Bend your knees and sit into a chair pose. So sit on back, take a breath here. Go at your own pace, take your time, exhale, forward, fold. Inhale to your halfway lift, lengthen. Take your hands down and step to your plank pose. And again, you can do your chaturanga or go straight to down dog, totally up to you. Inhale, little cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stretch your right leg back, reach it all the way up. Bend your leg open and lift up through your hip. Step your right foot through. Warrior one. So feel the ground, stretch and lengthen up through your arms. Open it up to a warrior two pose. So this is our next pose. Adjust your feet a little bit if you need to. Arms reaching out. Extend it out in parallel with the ground. See if you might shift your gaze forward just beyond your right fingertips. Take another breath here. And then let's go ahead and windmill the arms. Take the hands to the top of the mat. Step your way to plank, chaturanga, or straight back to your downward dog. All meet up in downward facing dog. Good. Send your left leg back. Push it all the way up. Bend your leg open and lift up through your hip. Step it through. Warrior one. So feel your feet on the ground. Reach it up tall. And then transitioning into a warrior two. Arms reach out. Lengthen and reach. Feel into the ground firmly through your feet. Shift your gaze forward beyond your left hand, your left fingertips. Take one more breath. Windmill the hands back to the floor and step your way back to plank pose, chaturanga, or back to your downward dog, however you want to get there. We'll all meet up there. Good. Take one more breath here in your downward dog. And then bend into the knees. You can look forward, step or hop forward toward your hands. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And then all the way back up, standing. So rest through your feet, reach it up. Hands together, our center. Good, you guys, let's go again. Reach the arms up, bend your knees and sit into your chair pose. Take a breath. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Take your hands down, make your way to plank, chaturanga, or straight back to downward dog. Stretch your right leg back, lengthen it up. Bend your leg, lift and open up to your hip. Take your time, step it through. Warrior one. So reach and lengthen up through your arms. Open to warrior two pose. Okay, next pose is reverse warrior. You're going to turn the right palm up and reach up and back. So you stay in that warrior two stance. You could place your left hand on your hip or take your left arm behind your back if you like. So give this another couple of breaths, opening up your right ribs and your side body. Exhale, windmill. Take your hands back to the top of your mat. Step your way to plank, chaturanga. Or again, you could go straight back into your downward dog. Good, left leg in the air, reach it all the way up. Bend your leg, open to your hip. Step it through. So find your way into warrior one. Feel the ground, stretch your arms up. Open it out to a warrior two pose. And then same thing here, we're gonna flip the left palm up, reverse warrior. Right hand might come to the hip. Or maybe take your right arm behind your back. Lengthening through your left ribs and side body. Take one more breath as you lean it back. Windmill, take the hands top of the mat. Back to your plank pose. Chaturanga. Skip it and go directly back to downward dog. Good. Take a couple of breaths here. Bend your knees, look forward. Come on back, top of the mat, step or hop. Flat back, lengthen out your spine. Exhale, fold. Back up to standing all the way up, stretch up and open. Hands come together at the heart. All right, my friends, we're getting the hang of this here. So feel your breath, reach your arms up, stretch up tall. Bend your knees and sit into your chair. Take a breath. Exhale, forward, fold. Halfway lift, so lengthen out your spine. Make your way back. So plank pose, down dog or chaturanga. Moving at your pace. Come back to downward dog. Right leg stretches all the way back, lengthen it up. Bend your leg, open your hip, give an extra stretch here. Step it through for warrior one. Feel the ground, reach your arms up. And then transition to warrior two, opening out through your arms. Reverse warrior. So right palm up, stretch backwards, opening your side body. And then the next pose is triangle. So we're going to straighten out the front leg, reach forward, and bring right hand down toward your shin or your ankle. The left arm reaches up. Maybe draw your gaze up or keep your neck neutral. It's up to you. Take one more huge breath here. Broaden your arms, your wingspan. And we're going to bring both hands to the floor, bend into your front leg. Step back to your plank. And again, chaturanga or downward dog. Make your way back when you're ready. And then your left leg reaches back, lengthen it up. Bend your leg, lift and open your hip. Step it through. Warrior one. Feel the ground, stretch your arms up. Transitioning to warrior two, so open it out, arms reach. Reverse warrior. Flip your left palm up, reach up and lengthen back to your left side body. And then triangle, so legs straighten, arms reach out, torso upright, reach forward, bring your left hand down toward your shin or your ankle, right arm stretches up, broaden and spread your arms wide. Take another breath here. And then both hands will come back down to the floor. Step your way back. Move through your vinyasa or Nidasana down dog. Good. Take another breath here. Little bend in your knees, looking forward. Step or hop forward toward your hands. Lengthen on your in-breath. Exhale, fold. All the way back up to standing. Reach. And then hands together at the heart. Nice job, you guys. Keep this going. Feel your body, feel your breath. Take your arms up. Bend your knees as you exhale. Sit into your chair pose. Take an inhale here. Exhale into your forward fold. Halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Take your hands down, step to plank. You can always hop back if you want to. Chaturanga or straight to downward dog. Stretch your right leg into the air, so lengthen it. You be really connected to the movement. Bend your leg and open. Very deliberate movement. Right foot forward. Back heel flat, warrior one. Rise up with your inhale. Exhale, warrior two pose. Reverse warrior, flip your right palm up and stretch backwards. Open through your side body. Triangle, straighten up your front leg. Reach forward, bring your right hand down. Left arm stretches up. The next pose is half moon. Ardha Chandrasana. So you're going to bend into your front leg. Go standing balance. Take your back leg up. Try to balance your body on its side, like you're doing a cartwheel. After through that back leg and your top arm, take one more inhale. Exhale, bring it back down. Step on back to plank pose. Finish your vinyasa. Or meet up in downward facing dog. Good. Left leg reaches back all the way up. Long and lengthen. Bend your leg, open to your hip. Your time here. Step it through. Back heel to the floor. Come all the way up. Warrior one. Arms up alongside the ears. Take it open to warrior two. Reverse warrior. Flip your left palm up. Reach up and back. And then all the way through to triangle. So straighten up your left leg. Reach it forward. Bring left hand down. Right arm reaches up. Into half moon. Ardha Chandrasana, so shift your weight forward into that left leg, right arm and right leg in the air. feeling into this balance of steadiness and ease. Active back leg, reach through your top arm. Exhale, bring it back down, right hand comes down, step back all the way to plank. Chaturanga. Or of course you can skip it, cobra or up dog, downward facing dog. Good, you guys, take a breath here. Bend your knees, look toward your hands, step or hop forward. Coming into that standing forward fold, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, hold. Back up to standing. So ground your feet, reach it all the way up. And then hands come together at your heart. Fantastic, you guys. Keep going. Take your arms up. Inhale, feel your body in motion. Bend your knees, sit into your chair. Take an inhale here. Exhale, forward, fold. Inhale, halfway, extend your spine. Plant your hands, make your way back, either plank pose to chaturanga or straight to downward dog. Take your right leg back, stretch and lengthen it all the way up. Bend your leg, open your hip out, and step it through. Warrior one. So ground your back heel, feel your feet, stretch your arms up. Open up warrior two pose. Reverse warrior, right palm up, stretch it backwards. Good, transition to triangle. So everything straightens up, reach forward, bring it down, right hand down, left arm up. Coming into half moon, balancing on the right leg, send your left arm and left leg up. Next pose, we're going to bring the left hand down, step all the way back into your lunge. Make sure you stack the right knee over your ankle, and then bring your right arm up for a twist. So left hand is on the ground, right arm reaches up. Option to bring your back knee down if you would prefer. So take another full breath in this twisting lunge. Reach back and open. Exhale, right hand comes down. Now we'll step that right foot back, chaturanga, or straight into down dog. Move at your pace and go with your breath. Good. Now send your left leg into the air. Stretch it up. Bend your leg. Open and lift through your hip. And step it all the way through warrior one. Plug your feet in. Stretch your arms up. Take it to warrior two. Open it out. Left palm turns up. Reverse warrior. Stretch into your left ribs and side body. And then to triangle, so straighten up. Reach forward. Bring your left hand down. Right arm up. Balancing half moon pose. So shift your weight forward into that left leg, left foot, right arm reaches up. Take your right hand down and step it all the way back to your lunge. Center that left knee over your ankle and reach your left arm up for your twist. Again, this back knee can come down if you prefer. So right hand on the floor, stretch and open through your left arm, find your way into this twist. And then bring it back down. Step your left foot back, plank pose, chaturanga or downward dog. All right, you guys, perfect. Take a breath here. And then bend your knees, look forward, step or hop forward toward your hands. Good, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold it in. Back up to standing on your inhale, reach it up. Hands together in front of your heart. Awesome, you guys. Hopefully you're feeling a little warm. Arms go up, inhale. Bend your knees, sit into chair pose. It's slow motion. There's no rush. Come into your forward fold. Feel your body move. Halfway lift, lengthen. Take the hands down, step or hop it back, chaturanga, or shortcut to downward dog. Nice, we're gonna stretch the right leg back. Very intentional, mindful movement. Bend your leg and open. And step it all the way through. Warrior one, come all the way up, stretch up and lean. Take it to warrior two pose. Reverse warrior, so stretch your right arm up and back, lengthen through your right ribs and side body. Come back upright, straighten your front leg, reach it forward, take it into triangle pose, Trikonasana, and then into half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Take your arm and your leg up, take your left hand down, step it back into your lunge and reach your right arm up to the sky for your twist. Now your right hand is going to come to the inside of the right foot. Your back knee will come down. So we're coming into a low lunge. If you prefer, you could wrap this right arm and shoulder underneath and take your hand to the outside, the pinky toe side of the foot. Or you could even come down to your elbows or your forearms. Pick up that back knee. If you're familiar with twig pose, that arm balance. If you haven't had quite enough arms today, you can do that. So with twig pose, you pick up your back knee, walk your hands in front of your toes and move everything forward, pick up your back leg. But if you want to. Take a couple more breaths here in whatever version you're doing. And then you'll come back upright and step it back to plank pose. Lower down chaturanga, or again, you can go into your downward dog. Good, so your left leg stretches back, lengthen it all the way up. Bend your leg and open, feel back through your hip. And step it through, warrior one. So coming up with your inhale, strong lunge, open to warrior two. Then take your left palm up, stretch it backwards, reverse warrior. And then back upright, straighten up, left leg. Reach it forward, triangle pose. Feel your body as it moves. And then making your way into half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Pick it up. Take your right hand down, step it all the way back to your lunge. And take your left arm up. So twisting lunge. Good. Now bend or bring your left hand to the inside of your left foot. Come down to your knee. We're coming into this low lunge. You can stay right here. Or you can do one of those options. Maybe come down to your elbows or wrap that left arm underneath your leg. option to pick up your back knee. Maybe you want to come into that funky twig pose or arm balance. Okay, so just take your time, feel into your breath. And let's come out of that. And step it back, plank pose, chaturanga, or downward dog. Good job, you guys, we're getting there. Doing a couple more poses, you can do it. So from here, bend your knees, look forward, step or hop forward to your hands. Lengthen on your in-breath halfway. Exhale, fold. Back up to standing, reach it up, stretch it up. Hands come together at your heart. Good, moving meditation, arms up, inhale. Bend your knees and sit, chair pose. Take an inhale here, exhale, forward, fold. Inhale, flat back, find your range of motion. Find your hands and make your way to your plank, chaturanga, or straight back to your downward dog. Stretch your right leg back, lengthen it all the way up. Bend your leg open, your hip. Step it through, come into your warrior one. Round your feet, stretch your arms up. Take it to warrior two, open it out to the side. Reverse, warrior, right palm up, stretch it backward, side body stretch. Triangle pose, so straighten everything back upright. Reach forward, bring it down, Trikonasana. Balancing half moon pose, so shift your weight forward onto that front leg. Take your left arm and your left leg up. Take the left hand down, step it all the way back to your lunge. And take your right arm up for your twist. Bring your right hand down to the inside of your right foot. Maybe drop your back knee or go deeper into this low lunge. And then pick up your back knee, walk your hands to your left and spin your right toes this way. So all 10 toes face the left side. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, fold. Wide straddle. Forward fold. 5 deep breaths. Perfect. And then lengthen your spine, you guys. Walk your hands back up, top of the mat. Chaturanga, or straight back to downward dog. And stretch your left leg back, reach and lengthen it all the way up. Bend your leg and open your hip. Step it all the way through. Warrior one. Stretch your arms, lengthen and lift your torso. Open to warrior two. Left palm up, reverse warrior. Stretch through your side body. Straighten everything back up, right? Triangle pose, reach it forward, bring it down. Left hand down, right arm up. And balancing half moon, shift your weight forward into your left leg, reach your right arm up, find your balance. Right hand down, step back to your lunge. Take your left arm up for your twist. And then left hand to the inside of your left foot. Maybe come down to your knee or your elbows. Find your way into this low lunge. And then come back up, pick up your back knee if it's down. Crawl your hands to your right this time, spin your left toes. Feet parallel. flat back, and then fold. Be taking a moment to appreciate this pause and stretching your legs, your hamstrings, hips. Good. Awesome, you guys. All right, halfway lift, lengthen. Crawl your hands back up top. Step left foot back, plank pose. Chaturanga or straight into your downward dog, cobra pose, and then back, downward facing dog. Breathe here. All right, you guys, bend your knees and look forward. Step or hop to the top of your yoga mat. Flat back as you lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Come back up to standing on your next in-breath. Feel your feet, stretch your arms, lengthen. Hands together at your heart. Okay, the good news is this is your very last chair pose for this class. So make it a good one. Take your arms up, reach up, bend your knees and sit back into that imaginary chair. Take an inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stretch forward, flat back. And plant your hands, take it back. Plank pose, chaturanga, or right to downward dog. Stretch your right leg back, lengthen it up. Bend your leg, lift your hip. And then step it through. Warrior one. Back heel to the floor. Round your feet, stretch your arms up. Open out to warrior two. Reverse warrior. Reach it backwards. Triangle pose. Straighten everything out. Right hand forward to shin or ankle. Left arm reaches up. Half moon. Ardha Chandrasana. Lengthen it up. And then left hand comes down. Step back to your lunge. And take your twist. Right arm reaches up. Right hand down to the inside of the foot. Low lunge. Whatever you want to do here is fine. And then unwind out of that. Pick up your back knee. Walk your hands over to your left. Spin your right toes. Flat back inhale. Exhale, fold. Good. Flat back once again. This is our last pose, you guys. We're going to walk the hands back up, top of the mat. Step your right foot back, plank pose, side plank. Right hand is your base. Left arm reaches up. Push into the ground with your right hand. Pull your hips up high. Option to take that left arm forward or pick up your left leg. Good. Back to regular plank. Chaturanga or skip it. Meet us in downward dog. Good. All right. Left leg in the air. Reach it up high. Bend your leg and open. Stretch it out. Step it through. Warrior one. So feel into the floor through both feet. Stretch your arms up. Warrior two. Open it out. Reverse warrior. Left palm up. Stretch it backwards. Triangle pose. Straighten up your left leg. Reach forward. Bring it down. Half moon. Come into your balance. So shift your weight forward onto your left leg. And then right hand down. Step all the way back to your lunge. And sweep your left arm up for your twist. Left hand down to the inside of the left foot. Maybe you take your back knee down or come down to your elbow. And then straighten it back up, pick up your back knee, Walk your hands to your right side, spin your feet flat back as you inhale. Hold it in as you exhale. And then lengthen. Walk your hands back up to the top of your mat. Step your left foot back to plank pose. Left hand is your base, side plank. Svastikasana. Push into the ground, pull your hips up. Maybe stretch that right arm forward. Option to pick up your right leg. Good, you guys, back to regular plank. This is your very last chaturanga. If you've been doing these, lower down. Back bend of choice. All the way back to downward facing dog. Good, and then we're going to step or jump through to a seat on our mats and roll down onto your lap. So pull your knees in toward your chest and just start to rock side to side, a little massage for your lower back here. Good. It's a happy baby pose. It feels good to here. You can take your feet up and grab a hold of the outer edges of your feet. Soles of the feet face up toward the ceiling. Lengthen your tailbone and your sacrum down. Feel into your hips and your low back. Let go of the feet here and draw the knees in toward the chest. Take both knees over to your right side for a spinal twist. Extend your left arm out to the left. Breathe. Knees back in. Just let them come over to your other side, spinal twist. Right arm reaches out to the right. Bring your knees back through center, everybody. And you can move right into Shavasana if you like, or if there's anything else you want to work into before the spinal relaxation. Maybe stretch your arms up and back, reach through your legs. And then just let your arms come down and rest along your sides. Open up your palms and your feet. Let the ground just hold you here. Let the earth support you. You've done a lot of movement today, a lot of flow. So now it's just time to be still, moving into stillness. starting to expand your breath. Deepening your in breath, releasing your out breath. You start to move a little bit through your fingers and your toes. You start your own reawakening process coming out of the corpse pose. Over to your side for a moment, fetal position. All the way back up to your seat. Your next in breath, we're going to reach the arms all the way up, stretch up tall, and then bring the hands together. Your heart. It's a great practice, everybody. We'll finish with one round of Om. If you'd like to join, take a full breath in. Om. Namaste. Great job, you guys.
Great job with you. That was fantastic.
Oh, good. Did you do all the chaturangas?
Yes, every single one of them. It was sort of like a challenge.
It was
Yeah.
awesome. Thanks so much.
That was a good first session back after a long time. Thank you.
Yay, Jen. I'm so happy to see your face. Thanks for coming. Yay.
So glad you're still doing this. Thank you all. Have a great rest of the week.
You
Thank you.
too. See you next
Bye. Thank you. Bye.